More of BA's history is visible in the old wood barrio San Telmo. Also the birthplace of tango, San Telmo still has its original grand mansions from the 19th century. Now the renovated spaces are restaurants, tenant buildings, and boutiques. During the week, this neighborhood is pretty quiet, but on Sundays, tons of tourists and locals crowd around Avenida Defensa and Plaza Dorrego for the Feria de San Pedro Telmo. This boisterous flea market is known for its extensive collection of antiques. Some vendors, like the one I talked to named Lorenzo, have been selling items from their private collections for over 30 years. Besides antiques, you can also hunt for accessories, artwork, leather goods, and other random things that you definitely don't need but would somehow make you feel unaccomplished if you left San Telmo without. Strolling through the cobblestone streets of this quaint little barrio was one of my favorite ways to spend a Sunday afternoon. Plus, I couldn't get enough of the free tango shows. Within the mix of mate cups, clip-on earrings, and phonographs, you're bound to leave San Telmo with something that is truly unique.
Alma de mi alma, amor de mi vida, yo te quiero mucho. Canela se fue, se marchó, me dejó sin ver. Canela se fue, y no sé por qué.
Heading southeast of San Telmo, and you'll find yourself in La Boca. Named for its location at the mouth of the Rio Riachuelo, Boca is more of a locals neighborhood than a place for sightseeing. However, the gritty blue-collar Boca has a community spirit and individuality stronger than any other barrio in Buenos Aires. It is this distinct identity that draws so many visitors to El Caminito, Boca's most famous street. El Caminito is characterized by its brightly colored houses. The Italian immigrants who first settled the port city in the 19th century used the leftover paints from the boats to decorate their new houses. These houses have become a common symbol of Argentina. Today, El Caminito and the surrounding area called La Vuelta de Rocha is like a friendly mini carnival, minus the cheap rides, but with a creepy wax museum, little shops of local artists, cafes presenting tango and gaucho shows, and even photo ops with Diego Maradona, or at least someone who looks like him. And speaking of Argentina's soccer god, images of Maradona are plastered all over the neighborhood because Maradona once played for the Boca Juniors. Argentina's most famous club team, the Boca Juniors, are the pride and joy of the barrio. Residents live and breathe Boca football and are notorious for their fanaticism. There's even a high-tech, interactive museum providing every stat, fact, and figure you could ever want to know about the Boca Juniors. But if you really want to see just how passionately obsessed Boca is with their team, you have to go to a game at the home stadium, La Bombonera. Here in the chocolate box, the blue and yellow banners, drum beats, and incessant chants of the Boca fans are just as much a part of the match as the ball and players on the field. Games against the Boca Juniors' arch-rival, River Plate, are especially rowdy, but really any game cheering alongside the hinchadas, or fans, and antagonizing the barrabranas, hooligans of the opposing team, is an intensely wild experience. The reality for Boca residents, though, is not as cheery or carefree as El Caminito may make it seem. Boca has some of the worst slums in the city. Its poverty has resulted in a high crime rate, so it's not safe to wander too far away from the tourist sections, nor be in the neighborhood at all after 5 p.m. This side of Boca I only saw from a cab window.